What's going on, guys? RUBL, my teacher in the house, and I'm here with the ADL RUBL draft tournament. This is going to be my draft breakdown of the 6 Pokemon that I drafted. In this league, we were drafting 1 from each tier and 1 Mega, which is kind of weird to me. I've never drafted a team of 6 before. I'm used to drafting more than that and having options, so I was kind of a little bit weirded out by this one. So yeah, this is going to be my breakdown. This is going to be pretty much what you could expect from my team going forward. So, because I won the Little Cup tournament last week, spoiler alert, I haven't uploaded those matches yet. EXO and I are having a bit of a hard time recording. He's had issues with his GPU recently. We have recorded game 1, but we haven't done the other 2 yet. I'm not going to upload them until we've done all 3, because I think it's really important that you get to see the progression from each of them. So yeah, I'll be recording these until the time being, so expect the Little Cup Finals matches to become coming soon. You're going to want to watch them. They are fantastic matches. But yeah, so enough about that. Let's talk about this one. My first pick overall, I was first pick in the draft because I won the Little Cup Championship. So my first pick was in Tier 2. I grabbed Zydogo. Now, I was surprised to see Zydogo in Tier 2. I was expecting it to be a Tier 1 pick, but I didn't want to say to put it in Tier 1 because I wanted to draft it. This thing, of course, the weaker of the Zygarde forms, but still gets Dragon Dance, still gets 1000 arrows, which is incredibly broken, gets extreme speed, can be a good Z-move user, Z-Outrage is a thing, Z-Ground is also a thing. Really solid mon, really good sweeper, very happy to have it on my team. Is quad weak to ice, however. That is a theme you might notice with quite a few of my team, is a lot of them have quad weaknesses. I thought it would be funny to draft it in that way, but yeah. So, my next pick actually breaks the quad weakness rule. I drafted it kind of impulsively without thinking, because I was surprised it got back to me. And that's Darmanitan. This thing is a monster. It's got a monstrous attack stat, hits incredibly hard with that Flare Blitz, has a sheer force ability as well, which can come into effect, doesn't always, but really good Scarf user, really good Ban user, definitely hell worth it. Really strong mon, that should never have been pick 16 in the tournament, it should never have got that far down, so I'm really glad that I have it on my team. You'll see in game 1 how good Darmanitan can be, so yeah. Really strong mon. And then alongside that, on my wheel pick, I decided to pick up Whimsicott. Whimsicott, of course, really strong in this particular team. Whimsicott being Grass Fairy, pretty solid typing. Gives me 2 of my Fairy Dragon Steel Core, as well as 2 of my Fire Water Grass Core, which is pretty impressive to get in a team like this. It is quite weak to Poison, which is something to bear in mind, but it can take on the dragon types that Zydogo doesn't want to take, and it also takes on the water types that Darmanitan doesn't want to take, so it's kind of a neutral whole pairing. It really does synergize quite well with the rest of my team, so really happy to have it. Does also get Prankster and Infiltrator, so it can be a defogger. Prankster defog is a thing. Sub-seed sets are normal. Infiltrator is really good if people want to try and sub up on me. I can just bypass the substitute and hit it after it's taken the 25%. It's relatively fast, got a decent speed tier. Zydogo has a good speed tier. Darmanitan, not so much, but it is good with a Choice Scarf, which is something to bear in mind. So, yeah. Really solid. Definitely well worth having on my team. So, at this point, I decided I was going to have a bit of fun and draft like Pokemon with quad weaknesses, just to see what happens. At this point, a lot of the Megas were gone. Mega Blastoise was gone. Mega Sceptile was one of the first picks. Things like there's another Mega that I'm trying to think of. Mega Slowbro was taken. I was looking at Bulky Waters next. In general, didn't end up going for it because there aren't that many Bulky Waters in this tier or in this draft. Some of them are in the same tiers as ones I've already taken. So, yeah. I decided to pick up my Mega next, and I went for Mega Abomasnow, which is a very strange Pokemon to me. I'm not a fan of it in general. It's a Hail Setter, of course, which can be a bit annoying, but with it, because Abomasnow can be a really good special attacker, you get 100% accurate Blizzards, coming in off a pretty high special attack stat. Definitely well worth it. It is slow, however, it's only base 30 speed, which is not great. But it can be annoyance for Trick Room users, of course. Does get things like Giga Drain, gets priority and Ice Shard, so can be a pretty solid mon. Hopefully I can put it to good use. It is a weakness on my team, it is quad weak to fire, which does suck, but I do have Darmanitan, which takes a fire move, no problem, And I also have my last pick, which also takes a fire move, no problem. And Zydoggo can come in on a lot of fire hits and hit back with 1,000 arrows, so it can work quite well with my team. So, with that, I decided to pair up a physical attacker with it, and I got a lot on Sandslash. This mine is really, really good in Hail because of Slush Rush. Does also get Snow Cloak, which can raise evasion, but I think evasion boosting abilities are actually banned in the league, so I can't run it. So, obviously, I'm known for Slush Rush. Does make it a pretty potent sweeper. Got a decent defense stat as well as a good attack stat. Lacks Ice Shard priority, which does suck, although it does get it in Let's Go. It doesn't get it in Ultra Sun and Moon, so I can't run it. But it still hits pretty hard. Does also get Swords Dance. It gets things like Iron Head. Gets Ice Punch, which hits pretty hard still. Does get a couple of coverage moves. Does get things like Knock Off and stuff like that. Does also get Stealth Rock, which is interesting. But yeah. Pretty solid mon in general. Definitely got some use for it in this team, of course. Setting up the Hail is always nice for it. It is quad weak to fire and fighting, so that's something to bear in mind. But again, like fighting I can take with Whimsicott and fire I take with Darm, so not too bad. Does also finish my Steel Core, which is nice, because that means I now have a full Fairy, Dragon, Steel Core. Still looking for that Fire, Water, Grass Core, and I get it with my last pick, Caracosta. Caracosta is a really cool Pokemon, does get Shell Smash, has a decent attack stat, has a serviceable special attack stat, has pretty cool abilities as well, does get Solid Rock, does get Sturdy, does also get Swift Swim, but I'm not running Rain, so it doesn't work for me. But yeah, Shell Smash with Focus Sash or Sturdy, pretty solid. Focus Sash, Solid Rock's kind of an interesting combination. Can also run White Herb. Could also be an okay Z-move user with Rocky and Z Stone Edge, but unlikely I'm going to use that. But yeah, pretty solid Shell Smash mon in general. Gets Aqua Jet for priority, gets Knockoff, gets Rocks, gets Stone Edge, gets a couple of other moves. I think gets Super Power as well. Does get some pretty cool moves, so it'll be interesting to see. I've never even thought about Caracosta in competitive before, so I've not really used it, so I'm definitely interested to see how I can put it to use, if I can put it to good use. But yeah, either way, those are going to be the 6 mons I have for my ADL RUBL draft tournament for this week. I'm looking forward to it. I will be recording my Game 1 postcom. We did already play the series at the time I'm recording this, so you'll see that real soon. But yeah, I'm going to get on out of here before I carry on rambling. Just to let you know, we do have Z captains in this format, and for Game 1 my Z user was Whimsicott. So yeah, that's going to be it for that, but yeah. So, I'm going to get on out of here. My name is RUBL Teacher. I'm your coach of the RUBL with RUBL. Stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.